Hi, I wanted to do a comparison with the first generation PS4 Pro, which is the 7015B, and the third generation PS4 Pro, the 7215B. I want to do a fan noise comparison. Now, the 7215B, I did not refurbish it. I got an air duster and took the dust out of that, but that's it. There's no new pads or thermal paste. Now, the first gen one, I did a video when I put the pads on the Southbridge chip and the chip near the HDMI. This also has the shim, copper shims on both of those chips too. So I wanted to do a fan noise comparison and to see how close they are to one another as far as how loud they would get, because most of the time, I mean, the first gen nobody really wanted because of how loud it would be. So we're gonna see how close we got it to. So here we go right here. So right here, this is the 7015B. All right, and then over here, turn this around. Hold on a second. You got a 7215B. So there you go, right there. That's the one that everybody wants. All right, so I'm gonna put the phone down. I'm gonna hook these up. All right, here we go. And here's that one. All right. Now I do have some games right here. I got Destiny 2, Uncharted, but the one I really like to, I usually do my testing on is Infinite Warfare and Ghost of Tsushima. Those are pretty taxing on the PS4 Pro, and those are the ones that I saw that had a lot of fan noise. So, what I usually do when I test is that the first thing I do, so I go under the options right here, all the way down, and I enable boost mode so it'll overclock. So, as you see, boost mode is right there, is activated. And then I will come up right here, sound and screen, video output settings, and RGB range. I put the full. It's on limited. I put the full. I do this because it will put more stress on the console, and then you'll I get to see how much of a difference it actually makes when I do the upgrades on my PS4 Pro. If I was to run a game like Mortal Kombat X, the fans hardly ever turn on with that game. It's just not that taxing. And when I refurbish consoles, I try to get a much heavier game because I want people to be able to play whatever they want. And there's been too many times I read that they can't play Call of Duty games or something because the fan noise is crazy or it overheats, and then people are telling them they gotta take boost mode off or do other things so to get the fan noise down. So, all right, here we go. So we're just trying to see if we can get the fan noise down to about how the 7215B is. So here we go. This is the 7215B. This is Infinite Warfare, and we don't have to play the whole game. Really, it's just the cut scene in the very beginning that's the most taxing. So I mean, you'll be able to hear it. It's not insanely loud because it's the third gen. So, but all right, give me 1 second here. All right. put it down over here so you can. Now I have the volume down so you can just hear the fans. Alright, now I'm going to run this through again. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty low, but I usually run it through twice because, well, when they're really bad, like on the first Gen Pro, the first 20 seconds you'll already hear the fans go crazy. So it's just, and of course this is the third gen. This is the quieter one, so you can see how well it already does when it plays a taxing game. I mean, that's the reason why everybody wants it. All right, there you go, and that's pretty much it right there for that one. So, I mean, you can hear it come up a little bit. It's really not that loud. It's not that bad, and that's pretty much expected for this 7215B. Now, I mean, this game, from what when I refurbish consoles. Now, when I put this in PS4s that are extremely dirty or not, this game on that cutscene will shut down game. It'll shut down the console. It will, it'll make stuff overheat. This is not a light game by any means. But the one thing I do, I use this to kind of as guidance if it's low fan noise on this game, then pretty much any game that you play will be low fan noise. So I kind of use that as a marker, I guess. So I wanted to show you here. It's the same thing right here. I'm gonna go scroll all the way down. So this is the first gen. You see boost mode is enabled. All right, we're gonna go all the way up. Sound and screen. Video output settings. RGB range full. All right. So this one's overclocked also. All right. Now let's see what happens. Now I'm going to be fair. I'm going to run this also twice. But as you can see already, that the first gen is pretty much just as quiet as the third gen. All right. I mean, they're very close. Now again, this game is not light at all. This will, I've done about 100 consoles refurbished, and this game will, if it's not a clean PS4, the fans will turn on and sound like a jet with this just within this cutscene, within the first 30 seconds. right. And as you can see, I mean, once you do the regular game play on this game, the fan noise goes down a lot. So that's really the only part where it's very taxing. Ghost of Tsushima, that's a really good one to test. That one can get, again, you got a dirty PS4, that one will go crazy. Also, if you guys have a game that your console struggles with, let me know. These are the best ones I know so far as to how as far as testing is concerned, is how loud the fan noise is. I've tested other games, and these are been the ones that I usually go to. So my conclusion is once you do the upgrade to where you change out the pads on the Southbridge chip and near the HDMI, there's literally almost no difference in fan noise between the first gen and the third gen. So while everybody's wanting this one, you know there's pretty much no difference. They're pretty much the same. It all depends if you want to take the console apart and do it yourself. You will definitely get more life out of your console if you do those upgrades. So, yeah, I wanted to do this video to show you guys, because the first gen has always been getting the slack on how it performs and the fan noise and stuff, and I just wanted to show you that there's literally no difference once you make these changes. If you got a heavy game that you think that's a lot more than Call of Duty. I did Modern Warfare 2, and that one was not as loud as Infinite Warfare. I guess some games are just not as optimized. But if you guys have a game that you feel like is like, hey, this one's really loud, try to test this one. Let me know, and I'll try to get the game, and then I'll do that with that too. I kind of enjoy these type of challenges. So if you got any questions, just shoot me a message. All right.